So this woman, she put her phone on vibrate mode, and then she put in her ass.
Her ass?
Yes.
Oh, not even her pussy?
It slips too deep up her butt. She panics, and she tries to fish it out with a fork. A fork, bro. If you're a real fan of the podcast, bro, you know that we did 3 parts already of the worst deaths. We just haven't named it as that.
Yeah.
Like the crazy things from ancient history was 1.
Uh-huh.
Then the boys become scientists.
The boys become scientists.
That was 2. And this will be the final part.
This is the final worst deaths of all time.
Is it the last one?
This time.
Is it the last one?
Yeah, I think so.
Because they weren't... Dude, that was the one that started our downfall.
Yeah.
The history one. It got the worst views.
Really?
No, like everything was like 50, 60, 50, 60. And that one got like 20, bro.
Oh, shit.
And then it started going all 20s.
Okay, so this is the last video we ever did about this.
And dude, guys, no more AI thumbnails either, bro.
Yeah, because we have a theory that...
We had a meeting. We had a business meeting to analyze our statistics.
Yeah, and we think that's the thing that's fucking us up.
And we think that was the downfall of everything, bro.
Yeah, when we started using AI thumbnails.
So dude, we're back to natural mode.
Anyways.
And he goes back with his shorts, dude.
We're back to bare bones.
And dude, I'm finally showing my hair.
Yeah, look, this guy has shaved, letting his hair grow.
No, the shave, dude, that was the worst mistake of my life, dude.
Why?
I should have told him no.
I mean,
okay, so guys,
dude,
just
it's already growing back.
Guys, a little backstory. So I went to the Mexico embassy just to do some bullshit, and they forced me to put on a white
Gown?
button up,
Uh-huh.
and then to shave my shit.
But he didn't shave all of it.
I shaved everything.
Here, you didn't shave here.
No, I did. It just
Oh,
grew back.
It grew back pretty quick.
I mean, that one grows back fast, dude.
Oh.
But guys, I mean...
Mine doesn't grow back that quick. Like down.
I mean, you can't grow a beard, dude.
I can.
You can only grow the goatee.
I can grow a goatee. But my goatee's kind of solid, to be fair.
Yeah. I wanted to copy you.
Oh. So why didn't you shave and get a goatee? You were like right there.
I forgot. But anyways, let's say the worst deaths of all time, Miguel. Dude.
Wait, no.
Why?
First?
Oh, we have to finish the story of when I smoked weed, dude.
Yes.
Is that what you're gonna say?
Yes.
No, you weren't.
I was gonna say we have to do our weekly check-in.
But then they click off because they're
Okay,
like,
tell me the story of you drinking weed.
No. Let's do a death.
No,
and then
no.
In between, we fill up our life.
Okay.
You know, guys, we're starting now.
All right, so let's get into the first death.
Dude, we're about to hit 1,000 episodes. How many? Do 40?
We were about to hit 40.
No, dude.
45. 35.
35?
This is 34, I think. Or 35. Okay, so story number 1, pretty quick, pretty light, pretty nice.
Is this one of yours or one of mine?
The one's one of mine.
Okay.
So this one's pretty fucking dumb, and that's why I want to talk about it. So this guy's called Gary Hoy.
Gary. Dude, how many people do you know that's called Gary? Gary Brecka, Gary Vaynerchuk.
Gary V.
That's the same guy.
Oh.
That's his full name is Gary Vaynerchuk.
Dude, I don't know, bro. You gotta use suckles on his cock, not me.
No, I mean he's.
I mean, it's alright.
Gary.
Chestnuts.
That's it.
Okay, so this guy was a lawyer.
Wait, Chestnut is the guy that eats. Chestnut is the guy that eats hot dogs.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
That's the world champion at eating hot dogs.
I don't know what he's talking about, bro.
And most like fast eating chestnuts.
This is why they click off.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, so in 1993, Gary Hoy, a respected Toronto lawyer, so he's Canadian, wanted to impress some visiting law students by demonstrating the strength of the skyscraper windows in his firm's office. So his office is in the 24th floor of this skyscraper, right? And he's saying, yeah, guys, the windows are pretty fucking strong here. He threw himself against the glass. Okay? Something he'd done before, multiple times. The glass held. But the window pane, the framing, it popped out.
And he died.
And he fell 24 stories.
To prove his point that the glass was unbreakable.
In front of law students.
So when I was researching, I saw this one.
And do you laugh when you read it?
No.
What do you think?
What year was this?
93.
93. So dude, how old was I, dude?
You were negative 20 years old.
I was in my dad's testicles.
Yeah. No, not even.
Not even?
Not even.
When do you start replacing your testicles?
Like, you probably replace them like every week.
Dude, by the way, I saw my dad perform a surgery.
You went to the surgery
He
room?
took out a baby. He opened up a woman here, and then he and then he pulled. Dude, they pull it like that.
Yeah.
You knew that?
Yes, there's a C-section.
No, they cut it,
Uh-huh.
and then they both start pulling like that,
Yeah, they pull and they pull the baby.
and they even pull from the bottom, bro, with a tool.
Yes.
How do you know that?
Dude.
Nah, dude. What are you? You're an experiment. You're an alien.
Yes.
You're not real.
Yes.
I think you're AI.
I'm a doctor.
I think you're a robot.
Why?
I think if I stab you, there's metal.
No, there isn't.
You're a human experiment.
Maybe
How would you know that?
Dude, my parents are doctors, bro.
Do they do C-sections? No.
No, but I've seen it. Like
How?
they've talked about it. I've seen it in surgeries using the tools to spread out the fucking.
Your parents have done C-sections.
No, but everybody uses the tools to spread out the skin.
Wait, okay. So it's because you live in a hospital
Yes,
and you've seen it then.
I've seen it before.
Okay.
You know, but what you're saying is interesting. How do you feel?
What do you mean? It was beautiful.
I know, yeah,
Like it was the miracle of life.
but how do you feel with a woman getting all stretched up?
I thought it was crazy. I was like, wow, dude.
Yeah,
Because, I mean, just so the scar's not bigger.
yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
they pull it, dude. So then, dude,
I didn't know that.
they took out the uterus. And my dad...
The uterus or the fetus?
No, they took out the fetus and then the uterus.
Okay.
And then they, like, tied the elephant stuff.
Not the elephant knot. Yeah.
No, they tied the elephant horns. So then she doesn't have any more babies.
Oh,
The
she got her
trompas,
tubes tied.
The trompas.
Yeah, she got her tubes tied.
Exactly.
Okay.
Fallopian tubes.
Fallopian tubes. There you go. There you go.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
And then they just put it back in
Elephant.
there. They put it back in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then they sewed her up.
Here.
Layer by layer. Layer by layer.
That's crazy. That's pretty wild.
And then, dude, that was it, bro.
So why did you go?
Huh?
Why were you there?
Just so I have the experience, dude. My dad wanted me just to know that.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
And now he wants me to see a parto, bro.
Like a normal one?
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
Full of shit and stuff, dude.
Yeah. And probably weirded out because you have to get consent from the woman, no?
Yeah, I saw a tumorous uterus, too.
A tumorous uterus?
No, tumorous uterus.
A uterus with a tumor?
Yeah, with like
Tumor?
teeth and hair and stuff like that. Because you know tumors start developing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, the W knowledge.
W knowledge.
They were
bro.
both actually so smart.
We're very knowledgeable.
No,
I
but
would
back
say.
to... Okay, so how stupid would that death be? If a doctor fucked up?
And fucked you and killed you?
Like if you went to medical school for 30 years,
Uh-huh.
and then he fucked up in surgery, and his first ever surgery.
I do believe that happens more often than you think.
Is that stupid?
No.
No?
Because it's not even your fault.
What do you mean? No, it's their fault. I'm literally saying that it's their fault.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a stupid way to die.
How would you feel if that was you?
And I wake up in
Prison.
Oh, I'm the doctor.
Yeah.
I would feel very dumb.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that's a stupid death.
Why?
Because it's not a stupid way of killing someone.
It's pretty dumb, dude.
I mean, yeah, but like I
You
think
practice all your life, bro.
I think when you mean stupid death, it means that the person that died was being stupid,
Yeah.
not the person that.
No, but still, bro.
But still, I mean, like, yeah.
Like, dude, I'm not trying to hate on doctors, bro. That's why I'm saying they're super smart.
No, but it happens.
No, I know it happens, but I'm saying the first ever surgery. Like, you literally, 30 years of school, oh, this is my first surgery, and you fuck up, dude. That'd be sad.
Yeah, you deserve to go to jail.
Would that make the news?
Yes,
I think it would, dude.
that would make the news.
And that person should...
You should get arrested, I think.
Dude, if you had to pick a country to go to jail, which one would you go?
Finland.
W smart, dude.
Apparently they treat you
have like
well.
kitchens and stuff.
Yeah,
and
they,
TVs.
they treat you well.
Damn, dude. Isn't in Brazil like if you read a book, they take away like an hour of your sentence?
Jesus, how many books do I have to read?
No, it wasn't.
Probably a day.
It was an hour. It's not a day either. I think it's like
5 minutes or
12
what?
hours or something, dude.
That's not bad.
A book, 12 hours less.
I start reading all this.
Or maybe it might
small
have been a
books.
day, bro. It might be a day.
I would go to that prison where if you're like a good student, they give
Yeah.
you a cat,
Okay.
and then after you're gone, you can be happy with your cat.
I'll go to the prison where all the guards are naked women.
What kind of prison is that, bro?
And they're supermodels.
So I think you should check your camera
Oh, shit.
because the sun is beaming on it.
No, it's good, bro.
Alright.
But you're right. It is beaming on it.
So I think you should strategically move it.
Fuck. I keep talking, bro.
All right, guys, we're gonna have a quick change of scenery, quick change of moving. And Jesus Christ, that's some crazy movement right there. I was thinking. All this time we've been filming, we've never really had a super topic. We've never been super locked in on one topic. Because even if we do have stories, we always get sidetracked. And I think that's a very important part of a friendship, guys. So never get mad at your boys when they get sidetracked and don't pay attention to your stories. You tell me the angle.
Shit.
You tell me how good the angle is. The angular. Okay, guys, so we have...
Sit down, bro. It's good.
All right, relax. I'm kicking your table.
I get your back. Alright, guys, dude.
All right, guys.
Don't click off, dude. If you click off,
Don't click off.
10 years of bad pedophilia.
Oh, you see the Donald Trump and Elon Musk thing?
Yeah. Dude,
What does that mean?
that's so gay, bro.
Why is Elon Musk calling him a pedo?
I think they should just fucking already and get over it.
I think they should have... What's this called? When couples break up and they fuck
Couple
after?
therapy.
No, they fuck after to like... And they become good.
Because you're hot, then you're cold. That song? We break up and then we make up.
You miss me when you're gone.
Okay,
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
should sing Hot and You're Cold by Katy Perry.
Yes.
And then they should do the interview with Jada Smith.
Uh-huh.
She should be like, hey, how do you feel when he did that to you?
I felt very bad.
And then they switch to Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And then they start going back and forward.
And they should watch The Apprentice together while they fuck.
And then and then they start crying. And then they do naked attraction. They take off their clothes and they start
Seeing
saying,
each
hey,
other.
Okay, dude, so
So I like
they
this
start
about
analyzing
you.
each other's bodies.
And they start saying things they like about each other's bodies. Okay, so you're Donald Trump and I'm Elon Musk.
Dude, they could even do like I mean, I know Elon Musk is autism.
Yeah, he's autistical.
They could do Love on the Spectrum. Then it could become Love on the Spectrum. When they start
So then
dating.
Donald Trump could learn how to love him while he's on the spectrum.
Exactly. And
Dude,
then
that's so smart.
and because he's an immigrant.
Immig-
Because he's from South Africa.
Yes, so he should get ICE and they go through the whole process of grieve.
They give him a green card on TV, national
Yeah,
TV.
yes.
And then they go watch The Apprentice and fuck together.
Yes.
And then since he watched The Apprentice, he starts thinking, dude, this guy's not a good guy.
Yes.
And then they divorce.
Okay, so then Donald Trump
Yeah.
has to make a law where people can't get divorced.
So that he is forever with Elon Musk.
So he's forever with Elon Musk, and they can have 12 kids called
Oh,
AE55 all the way to AE72.
That's even perfect because Elon Musk has like 40 kids.
Exactly. So what's 12 more with Donald Trump gonna do to you?
So, dude, I think that's the perfect... Dude, but aren't they both like the same bodies? They're both like 6'4" and they're both like a little bit overweight.
I thought Elon Musk
Very
was 5'8".
Huh?
I thought Elon Musk was 5'8" and a half.
No, Elon Musk is like 6'3".
Holy fuck. Damn, he looks small.
That's why he didn't fight Mark Zuckerberg. Because Mark Zuckerberg's like 5'8" and 155 pounds.
Yeah, Elon Musk like 220,
He's like
bro.
240, bro. He's
Fucking
fat.
fat ass.
Yeah. No, but I don't know what it's about. I just know that Elon Musk said, hey, dude, the Senate, the Congress is really corrupt.
I think he got mad at Donald Trump. Dude. He got a little bit pressed.
No, yeah, and then Trump was like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And
They
then he
got a
started
boo-boo.
doubling down. He was like, oh, dude, I know everything.
And then he started saying, you're on the Epstein list.
Oh, yeah, he did. And then Trump said,
J.D. Vance should have taken over or some shit.
he also said, but then Trump said, oh, he's just mad because this was going to fuck up his Tesla company a bit.
Testicle?
No, this decision, whatever, Congress shit,
Oh,
gonna
I think
reduce his money.
Donald Trump, what is this called? Threatened him to lower his wages and take away his wages from.
Oh, no, he fired him.
Yeah.
Kamala, you're fired. Dude, I wish I could do a Trump impression, dude.
Me too.
I can't, dude.
Kamala,
That'd be
you're
such a
fired.
great comedy if I could do one.
Yes, I think that's the perfect accent. To be comical,
Fuck.
to be a comedy genius.
Like Andrew Santino.
Yeah.
He always does a Trump impression and everything.
It's perfect. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
The immigrants, they have to do that. They have to do
The
the
immigrants.
hand gestures, dude.
Yeah.
But dude, what the fuck were we talking about?
The worst that's. Let's read one of yours.
The lawyer that fell down the cliff.
Yeah, let's skip that one. The fuck the lawyer
Fuck
that
the
fell down.
lawyer that fell down the cliff.
Let's read one of yours.
I mean, dude, if I had to die some way, dude. Dude, I wanted to do top 10 worst deaths, dude.
Read.
Oh, shit. So I want to read this one that I found super funny, okay? So,
Tell me truth.
women using a vibrating cell phone as a sex toy, dude. So this woman, she put her phone on vibrate mode, and then she put in her ass.
Her ass?
Yes.
Oh, not even her pussy.
It slips to deep up her butt. She panics, and she tries to fish it out with a fork. A fork, bro. She tried to take her phone out. How do you even do that? How do you
Yes.
How are you even supposed to fish it out with a fork? You need
You're poking
tongues.
yourself.
You need tongues.
Unless you use the other side of the fork.
Even then, you have to like do this.
Yeah, you have to like.
You have
literally,
to do that.
You have to like.
Nah, it would never work.
It would never work.
So then she pierces her colon and she bleeds to death. And dies of septic shock. What the fuck is septic shock?
Septic. By septic, I'm thinking shit.
Septic?
'Cause
Why?
of septic tank.
Oh, okay.
So
This is what I'm
septic
talking
shock,
about.
She probably just shot herself to death now.
So probably her blood and her shape combined
Combined
and got
like a
infected.
mixture, yeah.
And it also started bleeding the fuck out, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever pissed blood?
No.
So I've never pissed blood either. But one time I pissed red.
Uh-huh.
Just because of
A medicine?
medicine.
Me too.
So what the fuck?
But it's never been blood.
I know.
Okay, so here's my thinking here.
Okay, what's your thinking, bro?
This woman, you get your. I mean, how big is it? It has to be one of the small phones
Surely.
with a tecladito.
I hope it's not the iPad Pro.
Because you're not shoving an iPhone 12 mini up your butthole.
Dude, which is the best one to shove up your ass? The Nokia.
Those Nokias, dude, because they're smooth.
The Nokia, dude. Dude, I've always thought that was really smooth for a phone.
Exactly.
Or, dude, the one that you used to have when we were in 7th grade.
Exactly.
No. In 9th grade. We only had it for a couple months and then you switched to this one. But it was like a small ass phone. What was that one?
I don't remember.
You don't remember the model?
No. My iPhone 8.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because that one, it's also kind of smooth and nice and small.
Yeah. But then again, if it's gonna get stuck on your asshole,
Why
just
not?
shit it out.
No.
Yes.
No, because the metal's too sharp.
No.
The phone's too sharp.
But if it can go in, it can go out.
Yeah, but the shit couldn't push out the sharp phone. It would just like
it could.
the phone would just start splitting the shit, and you would get like a shit split in two.
I mean, it depends
Yeah.
on how bad your gut is. If your shits are really like stiff,
Yeah.
it could work.
And by the way, I think this is the perfect hook. The phone in the colon store.
Yeah.
We'll use that as a hook, and then that's it.
I mean, if you got diarrhea,
Yeah.
that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
But if you have like a good stomach, I think you can make that work.
So guys, dude, last episode we did a football challenge. We're not gonna do one today, dude, but just let us know for the next episode if you want us to do another football challenge.
Because now we're bringing up football every time.
And we are gonna do a whole video for football challenge.
Yeah.
And just post the best goals, like Dude Perfect.
Just post.
Because we're shit, so
Just post the thing that works.
if we post like our first 3 tries, you're gonna stop watching.
They're not gonna be shit. And you gotta laugh.
We're
at
probably
it.
just do a trick shot video, right?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that we'll do all the challenges, but we're ass, bro.
We're shit. We're too shit for that.
And even our friends are shit. So, but anyways, let's read another one.
Read another one. Hit me.
The Love Bugged.
The love bug.
I don't know if I haven't read all of these, dude.
Read one and pick it at random.
A random one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've only read like 5. I have 25.
Okay. Love Bugged. Roach fetish.
Oh my god.
Dude, no, dude. Entomologist with the cockroach fetish. I can't read this.
I'll read it.
I can't read this.
I'll read it.
I can't believe this was on TV.
Let me read it.
This is from 1,000 Weeks to Die.
Let me see.
Okay, it says urethra, by the way.
Entomologist with a cockroach fetish
That's nasty.
lets one crawl up its wee wee woo for pleasure.
His wee wee.
The roach lays eggs inside.
Ew, bro. I didn't read that. I swear, dude. How is that on TV? How do they show that on TV?
The larvae hatch,
Oh my god.
and then they eat through his bladder.
What?
They go up his bladder.
So my question is, how did the cockroach breathe inside the pee?
Hey, it doesn't have to.
They don't breathe.
Cockroaches can live 7
Without
days
head,
without a
bro.
head, dude. So.
But I think they breathe through their skin. That's why they.
So it probably just reversed osmosis, the piss,
Yeah.
and to be able to breathe.
So but here's my question, dude. If you were a cockroach, no, I mean no. What the fuck am I thinking?
Yeah.
No, here's what I'm thinking. So if you were in Chernobyl,
I'm in Chernobyl. Yeah.
you're Russian.
I'm a Ukrainian. Okay. Oh, dude, the mic has to be close to you.
No, you're Russian.
Yeah.
And they tell you, sir, you have to go inside. I'm Russian too. I'm your general.
You're my
They tell Miguel,
I'm the private. You're the general.
you have to go to the core, and you have to help save the world
No, fuck
from
no.
Chernobyl.
No, fuck. What am I supposed to do in
for
the
the
core?
Soviet Union.
What am I supposed to do in the core?
You and 5 other miners are gonna go in there.
Minors.
That's what they use miners.
Private.
What?
You call it a private,
What do you
not a minor.
No, they were miners.
Oh, minors. I've heard minors.
No,
Oh.
They mined the mines.
Okay, miners.
So, if you watch the show, you would know.
If I watch the show, I would know.
It's only 6 episodes, I think.
Well, I'm not gonna watch it.
So then they go inside and they know they're all gonna die, but they have to help to save Chernobyl.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So they go inside the core and they like do whatever bullshit. I actually forgot the plot. I forgot how they cure the radiation, dude.
They don't.
No, I know. It stays for 1,000 years. But they reduced it.
Uh-huh.
I forgot how. So would you do it for your country?
For my country?
You're
Bolivia?
Russian. You're Russian. No, you're Russian.
Yeah.
You do it for Russia?
Yeah.
If you were Russian?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Would you do it for Bolivia?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Like if one atomic bomb exploded in the reactor center.
What? So if Bolivia had a reactor plant
And it went wrong.
and it went wrong and imploded and Quillacollo died,
And you had to go in there.
and I had to go in there to cover it with soil so it's not radiating that much.
Is that what they do?
I don't know. They probably like feed it stuff.
It's probably zinc and cocaine, bro.
I mean, they probably like give it something so it can chemically react and be less reactive.
Something with the opposite pH level.
Yes, maybe. I don't know.
So would you do it?
Yes.
Really, you do it?
Would you do it for Mexico?
Oh, for Mexico, yes,
if it's
bro.
like next to Xochimilco.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
I would do
I'm
it.
not asking you if you do it for Bolivia because you're not Bolivian.
I wouldn't do it for Bolivia, unfortunately.
I'd do it for Bolivia.
Really, dude?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm Bolivian.
Okay.
I feel it in my heart and my soul. Fight to the king, to the
So
throne.
why did you start watching the game yesterday?
Because I got pissed off. Do you watch that own goal?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Dude, I'm a better keeper
Yes.
than Vizcarra.
Yes, you are. I'm
Really?
a better defender than that nigga that made the pass.
Dude, wait.
Hey,
We should be in the national team.
we should. I think we should. Okay, so let's finish the story.
Okay.
So the larvae hatch
Yeah.
and crawl up to his bladder.
Yeah.
So that's where all the piss is stored,
Yeah.
and they eat.
Yeah. I
And
thought they
then-
would eat his cock out.
No, me too, but I guess not.
That's nasty.
And he like starts feeling very ill and starts pissing blood and bugs, and that's the way he dies.
So, I don't know if this is real, but I know it is. You know?
I can feel it in me that
Because or else it wouldn't be in the show.
yeah, like
It wouldn't be in the
no one's that creatively intelligent.
show. So now let's read the next story.
Okay, so let's read one of mine because
Let's read one of mine.
yours are kind of crazy, bro.
I mean, I didn't say sexual at all. I promise. I said give me the most disgusting and disturbing. That's what I said.
Okay. So this one's pretty stupid. Like, actually, like, stupid. You have to be a moron.
Okay.
So in 2004, a man was a lonely man, a low-lifer, minimum wage cuck,
Okay.
was reheating his SpaghettiOs
I never had one.
in the microwave.
Okay, so keep going.
So this guy's a dumbass. And he put the fork in the bowl.
Dude, isn't the
And he put the
SpaghettiOs
bowl...
on metal?
No, but he put that in the bowl.
Oh, okay.
And then he put the fork in the bowl.
I've always done that.
And then he put the bowl in the bowl.
I did that one time.
Dumbass. Me too.
And that's how I learned how to not put metal in the microwave.
Me too, and I clicked off.
Me too. My mom caught me right at the start, and she was like, "Stop."
Yeah. Okay, so he puts the fork in the bowl in the microwave.
Okay.
The sparks from the metal fork ignite the plastic container.
Plastic in the microwave.
Dumbass.
That's microplastics.
They're starting a fire.
Dude, is plastic flammable?
Yeah. Some. Okay, so in the panicle,
Yeah.
he kicked over a gas can.
Okay.
So a garrafa,
Okay.
you know?
Dude, that
Uh,
also happened to me one time.
that was inexplicably stored in the kitchen.
Okay.
The gas caught fire, leading to explosion,
Okay.
and he died.
That's really, really stupid, dude.
That this
How do you know he's a minimum wage, fat, obese, middle-aged piece of shit?
no one's the.
You made
Yeah,
that
I
up.
made that up.
You made that up.
Yeah, but dude, if you're gonna die because you're reheating SpaghettiOs with a fork on the bowl on a plastic Tupperware,
So try to guess his IQ level.
40.
Damn. No. Mentally retarded, what isn't it, like 70?
Oh, okay, 75.
Okay. Totally 79. But dude,
Jesus Christ.
I'll tell you the story about how that happened to me one time.
Okay, so hit me.
So, do you know
So you're alive, so you're not that stupid.
Okay. But that's why I have a scar in my hand, dude.
Oh, shit.
That's why I have a whole scar in my hands, dude.
Alright, Mr. D.
No, I mean, I don't, dude, actually. I have nothing.
You have nothing.
But dude, I lost all my hairs because of this. Like, my hand got 0 hairs. It was crazy.
At some point in your life, you had 0 hairs.
I could have lost my hand. Let me tell the story. So, do you know creme brulee?
I know creme brulee.
You know how they
You
like
use the torch.
they use the torch and they burn the sugar and they make
caramelize
the
it
caramel.
to make it strong.
You know.
Yes.
So I bought one of those because I was like, I mean, it's cool. Let's get one. You know.
Yeah.
I was probably like 13 or something.
Okay, so you were too young for this.
No. That's
You
when
were
I
too
bought
young.
it.
You were too young for the creme brulee torch.
No, that's when I bought
Buddy.
it. That's when I told my grandma to buy it because I was like, hey, let's have it. She's like, okay, whatever.
The grab.
But then 3 years later,
You refound
this was
it.
last year.
Okay.
And I picked it up. It's like, oh, we could use this. I forgot, whatever. Maybe we tell me to torch some steak or something. Torch chicken, some whatever. I don't know.
Like the vegetables at the grill.
Yeah, it's not just for creme brulee.
Yeah.
So then I grabbed it. Oh, let's use it. But the beak, you know,
The beak?
the gun part.
Yeah.
Because it's a can.
Yeah, it's a cannon and the gun
and
part. Yeah.
So the plastic gun part was kind of broken in the side.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh, let's try it. So I started shooting it
Uh-huh.
and I put the fire. Because that's how you ignite it, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh.
No, I think it has its like own activation button.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to put a match.
Yeah.
But whatever, it lights up and it starts shooting. But then it starts shooting from the crack of the plastic, and it starts shooting close to me, and I was like, "Fuck!" So then I'm holding it, and then now I let go of the trigger, right?
Yeah.
But it's still on fire,
Uh-huh.
and it's still shooting fire, and I'm holding the
can.
can. So I'm like, "What the fuck do I do?" In my thought, it was like, "Oh, it's gonna go inside the can, the fire,
Yeah.
and it's gonna explode."
Why would you think that?
So I threw it. Do you have to admit it's a
Yes,
very
yes.
panicking situation?
It's a very human reaction.
So I was like, fuck! But dude, it was really close to my hand. I told you all my hairs were gone.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was wearing a long sleeve, I would have been on flames, dude, actually.
Probably, yeah.
No, for sure, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, I believe you.
No, so I'm throwing it, and then, dude, but I kind of throw it close to like some wood. And we're in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And that wood is close to the stove and the gas thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck. So then we start throwing wet towels at it.
You were with your mom?
Me, my mom, my aunt, and my grandma. So we start throwing wet towels at it and water, I think.
Yeah.
And because we were like, fuck. But then I think that worked. Right?
Yeah.
We uncovered the towels and it was still shooting fire. So we put it back. And then I think we just put after a while, we put it in the garden and that's it.
Jesus.
So what do you think about this situation?
That's why you don't buy creme brulee torches and use them when they're broken.
Yeah, no, I mean...
my thought would have been to duct tape it, which probably would have been the same.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, I thought like...
I can't blame you for that.
It wouldn't escape from there because it was just at the base, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like at the top parts.
It wasn't like... You didn't think the gas would go there.
Yeah, but it started coming down, bro.
Damn.
So that's my story.
That's a pretty wild story.
It's like the SpaghettiOs story, dude.
It's pretty
That
much
literally happened to me.
Thank God you didn't die.
Dude, if I would have lost my arm, what would have happened?
Would you have killed yourself if you hadn't lost your arm?
Nah, I didn't lose my... If I had scars in my right arm like that, from that shit...
Like, if you were like you had this, like, patch of scar.
Not from here to here, I had no hair.
Okay, so if you had, like, this patch of scar.
Yeah.
And no hair obviously grows there.
It's nasty scar, dude.
How would you feel?
Like the Hound in Game of Thrones.
Exactly. How do you feel?
But here's his face.
Yeah, but how would you feel? Every time you look down, I mean, you would have to wear long sleeves everywhere, first off. Because that's fucking disgusting.
What I would do... Dude, I would go to the Amazon. Because we started talking about it last podcast.
Yeah.
Kind of fun life.
Kind of
dangerous. Dangerous, but for people like us who like outdoors.
I mean, it depends how much you're able to deal with the humidity and the bichos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm renouncing my life in the city now.
Yeah,
With that scar.
you have to become a nomad, I think.
I'm telling you, I'll go to Amazonia.
You go to the Amazonia, Rondonia.
And then I will go to the indigenous and fight the deforestators, whatever, and just live in the jungle.
I think that just makes sense.
Because I'm not going to show my face anymore, my body. I'm not going to compete with all the guys in the city. I'm going to go to the jungle,
Because
bro.
you can't.
I'm going to go to the jungle.
Because you can't.
Like,
you have to go.
Do you think that's smart?
I think that's smart.
So after I show you, Miguel, look. I show you in person because I'm like, dude, this is too important to show you through the phone.
Yeah.
I call you, hey, yo, let's go get some burgers. You're like, okay. I pull out my hoodie. You know, I rolled it up.
Yeah.
Miguel.
What the fuck?
Did you say that?
Yeah.
That would hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry.
Nah, retry.
Retry.
Let's be realistic. Actually, I'm gonna try to be a Daniel Day-Lewis actor.
Alright, lock in. Okay.
Miguel, I know this is super gay that I asked you to come eat burgers,
Yeah.
but I need to show you something.
Okay.
And I start crying.
Don't pull down your pants, bro.
I don't start crying, but I start getting sad. And you can see it. Like, fuck.
What happened, dude?
Now I start crying.
Tell me, bro. What happened?
I tell you the story. The creme brulee. And then what do you do?
So
That's what happened.
So is that gonna
I
get?
start eating my burgers.
So is that gonna get fixed or not?
I eat my burger.
Answer my question.
Oh, this is really tasty. You should have one.
I am leaving, bro. You're disgusting. I mean, I wouldn't stop being your friend.
You wouldn't, bro?
I would force you.
It looks like plastic.
I'd force you to wear long
It's
sleeve.
shiny.
Yeah. I'd force you to wear long sleeve.
So I'm like, so Miguel, like, are we gonna still be friends?
As long as I don't see that, yeah.
Should I get a tattoo over it?
I don't think you can tattoo over that shit. Can you tattoo over scars? I don't think so.
Nah.
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Should I tattoo this scar?
Is that the one your dog gave you?
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty sick.
I mean, it's just a line.
I like the way it looks.
It's not bad. But anyways, dude, let me read the next question.
Oh yeah, read the next question.
That's the story. That's my stupidest. How was the stupidest way you almost died, dude?
I'll have a think about it as you read.
Okay. Because surely you were close to death at some point in your life.
About a stupid way. I don't know if it's a stupid way.
I mean, it could be any way, bro.
I mean, I almost ended up a vegetable. I think that works.
Okay, so Miguel
Read your story first.
did a backflip and he almost became a vegetable.
Yeah.
Is that the story?
That's close.
Poison pen, ink addict dies from toxic tattoo fix. Oh, we just talked about tattoos, bro. Hardcore goth girl injects printer ink into her veins for a DIY tattoo look.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
The ink contains toxic chemicals that melted her blood vessels, leading to organ failure. Wait, bro. So she wanted to look like
Venom. But she wanted to have black veins.
black veins. I'm trying to think of a movie where they got like black veins to it. Oh, dude, Iron Man 2.
Oh yeah.
He started getting the poisoning. His veins became blue though. It was blue.
Mm-hmm. Like the dudes in Kingsman, no?
Yeah.
Before they explode.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, honestly, black veins would look pretty cool. If you're a goth girl,
If you're a goth girl.
and if you're trying to go for a vampire look, that's pretty sick, dude.
I think if you have to be like pasty white to be able to do that.
You can be black too, but I mean, you won't be able to tell.
What's the point?
If you were black, would you get tattoos?
No. like
No, because I know it's funny and jokes, but I mean, you don't know what they are,
you can't distinguish really.
but you can tell when they have them and when they don't.
yes, you can see the blotch,
You can see like.
but I can't
You know?
see what you want me to see.
So is there a point to it?
I mean, yeah,
If I was black, I would get tattoos,
in white things.
sleeves and stuff, but I would just get like a random like scribbles.
I mean, you can just pick whatever you want. No one's gonna see it.
Like I wouldn't waste time designing my lion and my family emblem and my mom and flowers.
I mean, it depends how black you are too.
and tigers. I would literally just scribbles and it would look the same.
If you're like Somalian black, then really there's no point.
No, I'm like
Unless you like chalk yourself with white ink.
I'm like LeBron James black.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do.
If you get a good tattoo artist, you can make it work.
So what would you tell the story about when you almost became a vegetable?
Okay. So this was a long time ago. I was probably like, 9, 8 years old. And I was in my kitchen. So in my kitchen,
Yeah.
there was this like island thing. You know how kitchens have?
Yeah.
And it protruded. Okay. Right? And there was a part of it that had like no wall. So it was just like open. It was floating.
Oh, okay.
And below there was like space.
Okay.
And I was like short.
Okay.
So I could run through it before. So like I could run through it, right?
Yeah.
And nothing would happen to me because I was short.
Yeah.
But then I grew, obviously. Okay, so one time I was running around my house.
Okay.
And I ran straight at it, full speed, 1,000%.
Damn.
I hit my head against the thing.
Shit.
And I probably passed out.
You passed out?
Yeah.
Actually?
Yeah. Dude, I hit myself hard as fuck. So
They got cerebral damage.
I mean, I probably got a concussion or something.
I think you did.
Yeah, and it
as a
probably
child-
never got fixed.
No, as a
No,
child,
because you know,
your brain's still kind of bland.
yeah, like when you're like 10 years old, you like skull things are like
They're not fused.
not fused.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah.
We're so smart.
So like I probably like shook my bones really hard and they got like misplaced, and that's why I got a big ass head now.
no, because you already had a big head at 9 years old.
But yeah, I did.
No, but
Maybe that's what saved me though.
about what?
I was so full of liquid
yeah.
that I like amortiguated.
It reduced it.
Yeah, it reduced the hit. Because you know you get concussions when your brain hits the
Yeah.
the skull.
Yeah.
So my skull was so big.
Depends. Were you well hydrated as a kid?
Yeah,
You drank a lot of water?
I drank a lot of water.
Okay, yeah. So yes.
So I had a lot of gray matter still
Yeah.
before I started jacking off and losing all of it.
Yeah, dude. But I heard that TikTok is worse for gray matter than porn.
I mean,
We talked about this in the podcast.
it depends how much TikTok and porn you're watching. Because you can do both.
So like,
So is it worse if you watch
Would.
porn on TikTok?
that's what I'm thinking, dude.
Yeah.
So if porn and
So
TikTok
we shouldn't be saying porn that openly.
reduce your gray matter, reduce your intelligence,
Yeah.
that's why we're so dumb.
I think that's why we're getting smarter though.
No, but that's why our generation is so dumb.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think I'm getting smarter.
Me too.
Because I've stopped doing it.
You stopped going on TikTok?
I stopped jacking off.
Yes, but you're still on TikTok, bro.
Yeah, but not that much.
Okay, so dude, I mean, we're already smart.
I think.
Dude, how much smarter would we be if you didn't get your head concussion and if we weren't like for all these years on TikTok and on Pornhub?
I think I'd be Albert Einstein.
How smart could we be? Because I actually believe we're pretty smart.
Yeah. I could have been Nikola Tesla part 2.
Maybe, dude. Actually, maybe.
Maybe, you know? Or maybe I would have been worse. I don't
Or
know.
maybe, dude, maybe all of us can be that, and it's just our habits through life. Like,
Yeah.
basically, everyone can be Einstein as a baby.
Yeah, basically.
If-
But it's also the things you consume, your lifestyle, the habits,
And
your
that's what's
parents,
reducing
your
you.
family.
So, dude, maybe we should look at, like, Albert Einstein, like, family history,
Uh-huh.
like how he was raised,
Yeah.
and start, like, applying that to our children.
Maybe he was just autistic, dude. Most smart people are just autistic.
That's also true. But is autism real?
And my dad says it's real, so I believe it.
No, it is. It is real, but, like a guy that just can't, like, be with people and he's weird.
Yeah.
Is he really autistic or he's just a loser?
It depends.
You know?
It depends.
Because there has to be some guys that are just they were just pussies and they never wanted to learn
And you think they developed?
how to talk to people.
And you think they developed autistic tendencies?
And they were like, "Oh, I'm autistic."
I mean, that's what happens now in today's world.
Yeah.
Check the camera.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So I think that's what happens in today's world,
Yeah.
where people self-diagnose
Yeah.
and believe on their self-diagnosis.
Yeah.
Because ChatGPT can also diagnose you.
Yeah.
You can tell it, I feel this way, these are my medical records. Tell me what I have.
Would you trust it though?
No, fuck no.
Okay.
But that's what people do, because people are weird.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why I think there's going to be way more stupid deaths
In 20 years.
in 5 months from now.
Yeah.
Just read one of mine.
Let's read one. Let me go. Then.
I think this one's very, very funny. So this one's a historical one
Okay.
about Hans Steinanger. I don't know how to
Okay.
say his name.
So I already know that he's from. Keep going.
Okay, so Hans was the mayor of Austria. And he had. So this is happening in 1567. Okay.
Okay.
And this guy had a long, long beard.
Okay.
How long do you think his beard was?
So he ran away on the because there was a fire and he ran and then
Yeah.
he died.
And then he snapped his neck.
Okay. So
So you've read the story.
so
So let me read another story.
Okay.
Since you're gonna be such a bitch about it.
no yeah because we did so many parts, so I know some of these.
Yeah.
Just go one to the one at the end. At the end.
Okay. An American teen tried to impress his friends
That's wild.
by playing Russian roulette,
Okay.
but he used a semi-automatic pistol.
That's so stupid. So without the chambers?
Which chambers around with every trigger pull. Unlike a revolver where not every click is a shot,
Yeah.
every click is a bang. So the dude just shot himself like a dumbass.
Was he drunk?
I mean, he was a teen, probably.
Oh, he was a teen.
He was probably like at a function. He was having like a function with all the pretty girls in his house.
Yeah.
And he's like in Texas or something.
Yeah.
So he said, "My dad has a gun."
Okay.
Some shit like that. With like a blue collar voice.
Yeah.
And he said, "Let's play Russian roulette." And did the flick thing. And shot himself.
Jesus. So, dude, if you had to do Russian roulette, 1 bullet.
Yeah.
6 chambers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Would I do it?
And if you do it,
And I live
you get $100,000. Would you do it?
for 100K.
For 100K.
I mean, what's the chance I lose? 1 in 6.
1 in 6.
Honestly, I do it.
Me too. And that's why we're gambling addicts, dude.
Like, honestly, I could see myself doing that. Like,
Me
dude,
too.
it's a 1 in 6 chance.
1 in 6 and $100,000, bro. Like, you can get pretty.
That's pretty fucking profitable.
Alright, so if you had $100,000 right now,
Mm.
with your mentality, Miguel brain, Miguel life, what would you do with
I
100?
put half of it on black.
Do you think a casino here is gonna pay you that?
No, like, I use the other half
Yeah.
to go to a casino in the US
Okay.
and put half of it on black.
How are you gonna take it to the U.S.? You have to declare it if it's more than like
I put it up my asshole, dude. I don't know.
if it's more than Oh no, wait. If it's more than 10K a person, you have to declare it.
Okay, so I'll take 6 people.
Okay. Because that's what I did with my mom and my grandma.
Yeah.
We had to take money.
Yeah.
To put in my account for my bank account.
Yeah.
So we all took like a little bit less than 10K.
Yeah, so you all took an amount.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now
Okay, so if I had 100K for reals, I would buy. I don't know
I'll
what
buy a sports car. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, but a sports car is probably a bit more than 100K.
No, but like I put it the down payment.
How are you gonna pay for it?
You know?
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, I heard like
I'd buy a apartment.
there's a McLaren that's apparently like 100K,
Mhm.
but nobody can tell. Like it's so beautiful. You probably know because you're a nerd. No? Yes. Finally, something Miguel doesn't know. So I'll get that, and then all my money's gone, dude. Done.
Yeah.
No, I mean actually no, bro.
I'd buy a apartment.
Yeah.
I'd just rent it out.
Half of it I invest, and half of it I would just buy bullshit, bro. Realistically.
Realistically?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And apartments is good.
I think it's a good
Real
idea.
estate, down payments, rent it out.
You get your money back.
That's smart.
Yeah, that's smart. I try to be smart with it. I'd
Yeah.
probably fuck up,
Yeah.
but I tried to be smart with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's crazy because not everyone would play the Russian roulette for 100K like us.
I would.
I
I
would.
definitely would.
100K can take you very far.
Dude, 100K, 1 in 6 chance. I'm probably gonna win.
100K in Bolivia, you're a king.
Basically,
You're a king.
you're
Bro.
king. You're the king of the jungle.
Are cars cheaper here?
No, they're more expensive.
Sports cars?
They're more expensive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, bro.
It's cheaper in where they're made, and they're not
Yeah,
made
bro.
here.
I mean, not always, dude.
Most of the time,
Sometimes stuff here is cheaper than USA.
cheap stuff is cheaper here. Expensive stuff is more expensive.
A PS4 is less expensive, no?
Not anymore, but it used to be.
Okay. Let me just get over the story when I smoke weed, dude.
Okay,
So-
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Guys, I went to La Paz, and dude, this person told me to not tell anyone, obviously.
Okay, so keep him anonymous.
Okay, but it's somebody that I stayed with.
Jesus.
So I went to La Paz, and somebody that I stayed with from my family, they were like, oh, they were like, oh,
Just say his name.
yeah. So then we were supposed to go somewhere, right? And then this individual, said, they said, hey, come with me to do this thing before we go. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So then we go to this dark ass alleyway. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck are we doing here, dude? And then this individual, I won't say the gender, says, oh, dude, I'm just picking up some weed. I'm like, okay. Good to know, dude. And dude, there were police right around the corner.
No one cares, bro.
Like, dude, we were walking up the street, full of police. We went to the left, and then there they did the deal. We came back out. There's 10 policemen, dude.
It's Gotham City, bro. No one cares.
So I'm like, damn, bro. I get you have nerves of steel. So then we go back. Oh, I mean, we go to this place we were supposed to go.
Mhm.
I mean, I could say what it was. It was just like some short film, like displayer screening of some short films. I hated it. It was shit. But then we went back home, and whatever happened with our family. Hello, family. And then when it was time to go to sleep, everyone was like, okay, goodbye. Time to sleep. And then me and this individual person, I won't say the gender. I almost say it. Then this person said, let's go to the bathroom so it doesn't smell.
Yeah.
So then we went. And dude, you know me. You know me, dude. I'm an amazing human being.
You are.
Like, I'm all about health. I don't like drinking. I don't even like eating sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar is poison. Alcohol is poison. Everything's poison. Cocaine's poison. I wouldn't do these things, right? But I'm all about health.
Yeah.
And I believe like weed, it's actually kind of good for you.
It has some health.
You know, it has some health benefits.
It has some health.
And there's a plant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, there's a lot of poisonous plants that you shouldn't eat.
No, I know, but do you think weed is healthy?
I mean,
In moderation.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So I believe it is. So like, I mean, there's nothing wrong about it. And then I tried it. Dude, we shared like a big, thick blunt. And, you know, it kind of tasted kind of shit, honestly.
Yeah?
No, it was alright. It was alright. It's just as you could imagine. It's just exactly like you would imagine.
Yeah.
But I didn't even get high, bro. At all. 0%. Like, I'll get more high with this water right here.
So this individual got scammed?
No. So we shared one thick one, and that was it.
Uh-huh.
So like, let's say one blunt each.
Yeah.
Because it was thick. I was like, damn, that's a thick blunt.
Yeah.
So one blunt, and then I didn't feel nothing, dude. 0.
Okay, yeah, 0.
So I couldn't even be able to tell you how it feels to be high, dude. You know what I'm saying? But, dude, I did catch myself, dude. Because this is how... I'm really proud of myself, bro.
Tell me.
Because I was like...
You want another hit.
No, yeah. Because
you wanted to know...
I wanted to feel a little bit buzzy, right?
Yeah.
I would need to feel how it feels. I just felt the smoke.
I need to know.
That's like... It felt like Smarties.
Yeah.
Like, I felt nothing.
Yeah.
But I realized, dude, like, I really wanted it really bad.
You were getting, like, withdrawals?
Yeah. When this individual said, I do enough. It's like, dude, you know?
Yeah.
Like, physically, I was like, no. I went to grab it more. So I was like, oh, that's dangerous.
Into a demon.
So I was like, oh, that's dangerous. And that's why I will never do it again.
Unless
I'm like a billionaire.
Yeah.
I would say, dude, like...
I think if you have enough money,
yeah,
you can be addicted to whatever you want.
No, but what's the point of weed, dude, honestly? Just reduce stress.
Just feeling good.
This shit, bro. Fuck.
Just feeling good.
I think I will never do it again. That I think.
Are you for sure?
But I might. Because I didn't really get to feel the high, right?
Yeah.
But, okay, I'll say this. Until I'm 25, for the next 7 years, I'm doing an oath, hand on God, wallahi, bro.
Yeah.
I will not do it until I'm 25, dude. And then I'll decide again. What do you think, bro? That's smart?
I'll shake your hand on it.
Okay, how about you, bro? If I offered you some, would you do it right now?
Yeah.
Live
on stage.
Live on the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, bro.
I mean, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
It's probably like, okay.
Now, dude, I kind of feel bad
Why?
about... No, because...
About...
No, there was a comment I wanted to make about this story,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't because it's cringe. But I feel like I owe it to the world.
Tell me.
To share the cringe.
Tell me.
Right?
Tell me. Yeah.
So, guys, this is the most cringiest thing I'm ever going to say in my life, dude. It's so disgusting, dude.
Say it.
Just for your entertainment, I'm going to say it.
Say it.
Okay, so I was in the tub, right?
Uh-huh.
And this individual was in the toilet.
Uh-huh.
And we were sharing the blunt.
Yeah.
So this is so cringe. I can't believe I'm saying this. Dude, I can't believe I'm saying this. Just please slap me, dude.
Just say it.
But it kind of felt like a movie, dude, you know? You know, it's actually really fun.
Yeah, one of those coming-of-age movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you get to smoke a blunt with someone on the bathroom.
Exactly. So it was really fun.
It was poetic.
It was fun for that reason. Just because, oh my God, we're smoking weed for the first time. You know?
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's the only fun part about it.
That it was for the first time.
That, oh my God, we're being mischievous part. You know, so for the next time it would be like, I would just feel like a drug addict.
Yeah.
You know? So fuck that shit, dude. Fuck drugs, dude. Never fucking do drugs, bro.
I think that's special about you.
What?
Because not a lot of people can do that.
What, control themselves? I think I can, bro.
and tell themselves, I just feel like a fucking addict.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people do like it. And like, they're like,
So, dude.
like people with cigarettes.
Yeah.
You know, and regular smoking.
So, have you ever smoked a cigarette?
Yeah.
You have?
One time.
I think you told me, yeah. I never have.
It was ass. It was shit.
It was shit, bro.
Whatever. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to do it again. I was like, what
You
the
got peer
fuck?
pressured?
No.
You didn't get peer pressured?
They just like told me, do you want one? I was like, yeah, sure.
Damn.
I'll try it.
It was shit?
Yeah.
It tasted shitty?
I mean, it's just like, why would you like this?
Why do you think people do it?
To reduce stress because of the nicotine.
Okay.
Nicotine.
So, what do you think about those nicotine patches?
I would do those.
Like Zyn?
I would do those.
I heard that from Tucker
Carlson.
Carlson, that they're really good for your
Check your fucking camera.
productivity, right?
Yeah.
No, but I think you're right.
They make you buzzy.
I think, like, as a young person, that's why working out is important, because if you develop discipline,
Yeah.
you can actually control
Body
yourself,
to
control
stop.
yourself with other
Stop.
things. Because other people that, you know, they don't know how to
Manage
David Goggins talk to their inner bitch, they're gonna succumb to that shit.
Yeah.
But I do think we have strong minds, bro.
I think I do.
I think we have
I
strong
think I have
minds.
a relatively strong mind compared to the rest of the world.
So I'll check the fucking camera.
Yeah. And that's that, guys.
Alright, we have 15 minutes.
Don't be addicted to stuff. You know, like if you're gonna be addicted to anything,
God,
have it be something good. Have it be something good.
be addicted to reading the Bible every morning,
Or just a book,
or the Quran.
or just going out on a run, or just going to the gym.
Dude, I think also my purpose in life.
No, talk about it.
No, because I was just thinking, bro.
I
It's
think it goes
crazy.
way beyond just smoking weed,
Yeah,
because it's like a mindset.
yeah.
Because I think you have to feel like some type of loser in order to get addicted to those kind of things.
Yeah.
Because they make you feel like you're less of a loser.
You're filling in a void.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're filling in for something with something wrong.
I think they have something in their heads, like feeling of failure or something, and you're trying to like numb that, silence it.
Exactly. I think that's what makes you an addict to these kind of things.
Dude, we're actually raised really good, dude.
Yeah.
I think we are.
I mean, I have a sense of purpose. I've never felt like a loser.
Wait, what do you mean? You always had a sense of purpose?
Like, I've always like known, why the fuck would I do that? Like, that's stupid.
Yeah. No, I think we were raised correctly, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've ever been traumatized by my parents enough to like not feel like a real human being.
Yeah. No, but I wonder how it is with different
Drugs?
I was gonna say I wonder how it is with different drugs. But dude, like I really felt like I could have
Control.
gotten addicted to weed if I didn't stop it right there, bro.
I mean, and I think that's like
Cause dude,
that's a pivotal point in life.
yeah, that was like a
That's a decision.
yeah.
That's like a crossroads, and you have to pick the path.
Cause this
Are you gonna take the blunt from your this person
yeah.
and become like, give it to
Oh,
me?
dude, like the video games, like the path changed everything.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think so because the weed would be the perfect one for me to get addicted to.
Why?
Because one of my biggest pillars is health.
And it's actually kind of healthy.
So if I justify it by saying, hey, it's healthy, no, there's no limit now.
And that's what people do.
There's no limit now.
And that's what people do. That's usually their excuse for weed. Oh, it's
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, not really, bro.
I mean, if you're a UFC fighter, sure, because you're stressed. But if not, don't be doing
If
it.
you're a regular dude
Yeah.
that doesn't do shit, you're a dropout,
Yeah.
no reason to be doing weed, bro.
You have to be like 1% level of stress to be able to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or else you shouldn't be doing it.
You should not be doing it.
Yeah.
And unless you're like
If you're in the army, okay, you get to smoke weed.
okay, if you're in the army, you're a businessman that's stressed out all the time.
Yeah.
Your business is going to the shitter.
Yeah.
Maybe you're like one of those
But not even like
trade people.
Andrew Tate's a billionaire, and he never tried weed in his life, bro.
Because he's always been super health conscious too, like with the kickboxing,
Yeah.
I mean, he was too stressed to do weed, I think.
Yeah.
There's like a limit.
I mean, I don't regret it.
No,
I don't regret it because I cut it off right there.
I think it was like a good experience. Like it showed you what you made of, really.
Yeah.
And that's something good.
Yeah, so that's my little story, guys. And I was gonna say something. Dude, when it comes to religion, dude, I'm aware of how little we know, bro.
About religion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because most people are like, oh, they think religion. Okay, so atheist, Christian, Buddhist, that's it.
Agnostic.
Agnostic, which is kind of similar to atheist.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you get to pick 4. Done.
No, you don't.
And then there's other people that create their own religion. I believe in God in different ways, but I don't believe in any books. You know?
So what are you
That's
doing?
like the fifth one.
Yeah.
But
you're special.
I really know how little we know, dude. No, because in the podcast, I talk about this Indian deity that
makes the
it's
gold.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy that nobody knows this.
Yeah.
Like the miracles,
He miracled the gold.
same miracle stories like all these other deities.
Yeah.
Just as impressive as
Is it
Jesus'
deity or
miracles.
deity?
Deity, whatever. But it's on YouTube. Like, why is no one talking about this? This should be worldwide
Because you get
news.
silenced, bro.
Should be worldwide news.
You know what I think?
So, like, how many of these deities are there that we don't know?
I think, and there's something my uncle was saying.
Yeah.
All religions are rigged.
Yeah.
No religion is the one true religion, dude.
Probably.
Dude, you're
Probably.
following a false god, I think.
Probably.
Whatever you pick, it's false. It's all been accommodated by the media to make you believe in something that's not.
Yeah.
So then you become what you don't want to become, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot about spirituality that we don't know about,
Oh, dude.
and all those books about it, all those people that know about it,
Yeah.
they got killed,
Yeah.
and all those books got burned.
Damn.
Like the Library of Alexandria did.
Yeah.
That shit got burned with a purpose. That probably had all the secrets about the world.
Dude, that's so painful, right? When you hear the Library of Alexandria got burned, that hurts you in the soul, dude.
Yeah.
It does for me,
Because
bro.
fuck, dude, there's so much information.
Because it affects us, actually. There's questions
It's affected the history of the world.
There's questions that we have, me and you,
No, because
that would be answered.
it allowed for manipulation of the history.
Yeah.
The burning of that shit, because they had all the scripts ever,
Yeah.
all the scrolls. It allowed for people to be able to manipulate stuff
And create their lies.
and create their own history.
Fuck, bro.
You know?
Dude, if you had to release one sin, would it be lie? Everything's true now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
You could do whatever you want, just don't lie about it.
I think so, dude. If I could delete a sin, dude, I wouldn't even delete rape. I'd delete lying.
Because at least you
Then we
tell
would
on
catch all
yourself.
the rapists.
Yeah, you just have to ask.
Hey, have you raped a woman?
No.
You know?
Yeah.
Dude, I hate when people say if I had to delete a crime, I'd delete rape.
I mean, it's because lying's not really a crime.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
If you had to delete a crime, which one would it be? One that's in the law.
Child porn.
Child porn?
Yeah. 'Cause I think that's the most fucked up thing you can do as a person.
That was like top 2, right?
yeah.
In our crimes?
Yeah.
One was incest.
And
child
CP. CP delivery, something like that.
I think it was actually 2.
Yeah.
So, is incest a crime?
No, I mean, not really, but to me it is.
It's not in the law?
It's
No, I
some
think it is,
states,
dude.
some states.
Yeah, I think
Not all of them.
Well,
It's not in all countries, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
I mean, it has to be like a worldwide law.
Yeah. So,
And I think porn is a worldwide law. Child porn, at least.
what about kidnapping? Because if you like stop kidnapping forever, a lot of child porn would never happen,
That's also true.
and a lot of trafficking also wouldn't happen, and slavery. I feel like you cancel a lot.
Like, a lot of human trafficking will be gone. There will be no, like, organs in the black market.
Exactly, bro. I feel like I would delete kidnapping.
That's
dude.
smart. I
know what I'm
I fuck with that. That's smart.
You know what I'm saying?
That's some logical thinking.
Murder.
Shut the fuck up, man.
What happens if you delete murder?
That's overpopulation, dude.
Do you believe in overpopulation?
No.
I feel the world's
I
so
think
big.
we're underpopulated.
Me too, bro. Me too. Except for, like, they're counting India.
I mean, India's just fucked up.
Something got fucked up with India, bro. How does something get allowed to reach that point of people, dude?
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Somebody messed up there.
It really shouldn't have.
Maybe, dude. Maybe there's the balance of the universe, and that's why there's a reason for wars.
Yeah,
Because maybe like India didn't have a lot of wars. I'm guessing.
they had a fuck ton of wars.
No, I know they had some wars with Pakistan and like, you know,
But they've never been
the
a
Ottomans.
the Ottomans.
But I don't think how did they get so many, dude? How are they so many?
Because they've been a culture for all of history, dude.
They're like the ancient one.
There's been people in India forever.
You might be right, but with China,
China is also massive.
ancient. It says like
It's
ancient.
just that China's bigger.
Didn't everything start like in Turkey? Shouldn't Turkey be the number one?
No, I don't know. I don't remember.
Maybe there's not enough people for Turkey.
Yeah, maybe like Turkey control themselves
Yeah.
and they stop being such sex addicts.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the thing with Indians. They're just sex addicts.
Why are these sex addicts? They're not even beautiful. I mean, surely there's some.
Yeah,
Let's be fucking honest. Let's be honest in this podcast.
No, I mean, 50% of your population isn't pretty fucking disgusting, then you're a disgusting country.
I mean, dude, that's such a tough thing, dude. If we were in the UN, having debates about this, I really don't know what to do with India, bro.
Me neither.
Maybe to send him to Mars.
Just nuke him.
No. We talked about this 3 podcasts in a row, but dude, something the world will accept.
We're obsessed with India.
We're obsessed with it. And dude, it's one of those things, dude. Love becomes hate. I mean, hate becomes love. Hate becomes love. And dude, hate is not the opposite of love.
No, it's not.
It's the same thing. Because dude, you're like,
it's represented.
Dude, this is how it happens, dude. Oh, dude, fuck India, they're so dirty. Look at that Indian right there, bro, so nasty. And then you see an Indian girl, and you're, oh, dude, what the fuck is she nasty? But you keep looking at her because you hate her, and then you end up falling in love with her, bro.
I think it's because deep down in my heart,
I
have a feeling that India could be a beautiful place.
Yeah.
But it's just the people that
really
fuck it up. It really could be.
Taj Mahal, dude. Religion.
The Taj Mahal, the Buddhism
animals.
is awesome, dude. All the statues they have.
All the peace, because they don't even want to kill cows.
How respectful they are to nature.
Yeah.
But then you're disgusting.
No, it's just dirty.
It's just dirty. It's just
dirty
overpopulated.
Streets, dirty food, dirty people.
And maybe that's the government, dude.
It might be the government.
Dirty food, dirty streets, dirty people. Everything's overcrowded. Everything's everywhere. There's disease everywhere.
And you know what, dude? We're projecting because Bolivia's the same.
But lesser.
But less. No, it's not as bad, but it's...
I think we hate it so much
the things we're naming
because we could become that.
Oh, we could become Bolivia?
No, dumbass.
No, I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that could happen here at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But I do not think the world's overpopulated.
I think Mars is the solution.
Jesus.
Let's read the next option, dude.
Go talk to fucking Elon Musk, dude.
Let's read the next... Oh, there's no Mars, I forgot.
Okay, ghost prank gone wrong. In 2014, a teenage boy in the United Kingdom thought it would be hilariously hilarious to put a white sheet over his head and jump in front of cars to scare people.
Dude, that's actually hilarious. I would do that.
He got ran over and died on the spot.
That's so funny. I feel like I would do that when I was 14.
Yeah.
Like
I could see ourselves doing that at 14.
I wouldn't be doing that now. Dude, we almost got into Stupidest deaths after your post-breakup arrest.
No, yeah.
And we got drunk as fuck.
We were drunk as fuck that day.
And we were walking through the streets of Bolivia.
Like nothing ever happened. We could have snapped our necks in the fucking jump
We were
park,
tipsy.
dude.
We were tipsy. We could barely walk.
Yeah.
I had to hold Fede.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they stole our run, dude.
Dude, and he wasn't even halfway done.
That's fucked up.
That's what fucked me too. That's what pissed me off, dude. He just took it, motherfucker.
He probably drank.
He probably drank it on his break.
And we were just walking down the streets committing the worst crimes.
We didn't do shit.
We committed a horrible crime that day.
Shut
and
the
if
fuck
this gets
up.
a trillion views, we're gonna reveal it. We
100K likes.
We need a trillion views and 1 billion likes, and we're gonna reveal the crime we did that day.
What did we do? I don't even know. I don't even remember.
You don't remember because we abused you, Miguel.
Oh, Dad?
We abused you.
At the park? In the museum?
We pushed you up, Miguel.
In the museum?
We raped you.
Jesus.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. But why do you say you don't remember, dude?
I don't remember. I remember doing something.
I mean, you just said it in the park. Yeah, in the park.
Oh, okay, that thing. I mean, it wasn't really that bad.
Anyways, dude.
It was just an invasion of privacy.
How old was this ghost man?
It doesn't say.
Teenage. Well, I hope he's 24.
I mean, it says teenage. So no.
Okay. Damn, bro.
So the light bulb swallower. In the grotesque 20th century circus, stunt gone wrong. So this is a circus in the 20th century. So what is that, like the 19s?
Yeah.
Okay. So a performer attempted to swallow an entire light bulb to wow the crowd.
Oh.
So what do you think happened?
So he's not a magician then, because he actually did it.
No, he's an eater.
Okay.
You know how there's people that eat weird stuff?
Like the sword?
No, the sword is a trick.
Yeah.
Like the metal
they
eaters.
actually do it, but they know how to fit it in there.
Yeah, like the metal benders and eaters.
They open up their esophagus. Yeah.
So what do you think
Have
happened?
you married a girl that does sword eating?
I mean, I could get no benefits out of that.
No?
I'm not a sword. I can't get any benefits out of that.
Yeah. What do your son tells you? Hey, I'm marrying this sword eater.
Do you have a sword?
And he's like, I proposed to her after 2 months.
Do you have a sword?
What do you mean?
I'm asking you the question. Do you have a sword? Are
I
you
mean-
are you getting any use out of her being a sword woman?
No, like she has some to practice, obviously, but you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm asking you the real question.
And I'm looking at you.
Do you have the real sword?
Dad, I'm your son. You know I don't.
Then why you marry her after 2 weeks?
No, it's true. I mean, it's not even human, right? A sword, that's like 80 inches, dude.
No, okay.
How much is it?
I don't know. Like 25 inches.
Okay.
I mean, you can't reap the benefits though.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And they're probably ugly.
Yeah. Anyways, read the story.
Anyways,
Gee.
Chucky. So he's swallowing the light bulb.
Yeah.
Obviously, the light bulb. This is 1925, dude. The light bulb's probably like this thick and super fragile.
Yeah.
So he swallows it.
It shattered.
It shatters,
Jesus.
and he starts bleeding everywhere.
Pissing glass, shitting glass.
Yeah.
Coughing glass.
Yeah, glass out of his neck like this.
Yeah.
And he dies.
And he dies.
Pretty stupid way to die.
So, we're not doing a ranking, but that's... Oh, there's that Tito, your cousin.
Looks like him.
But yeah, for guys that are watching, dude, if you're a true OG, you're the real OG, you would know that the third ever podcast, dude, was filmed right here.
Right here.
Me and Fede filmed here. Fede and I filmed here.
Yeah.
Dude, let's not talk about that in the podcast.
Let's not talk about that anymore.
How many stories do we have of more?
Do you want to read one of yours?
Sure, I mean, I only have 8.
Yeah, read one. We're already at an hour.
Okay, let's read another story. Love Begugged. No, we already read that one.
Oh.
Death metal. Implanted horns plus infection. Guy gets metal devil horn implants screwed into his skull at an illegal tattoo parlor. The idiot never cleans them. Wait, what the fuck?
Huh?
They're inside your skull. How are you supposed to clean it?
No.
Guy gets metal devil horn implants screwed into his skull at an illegal tattoo parlor. The idiot never cleans them. They get infected and the bacteria eats his brain tissue, dude. He collapses while headbanging at a concert, foaming at the mouth. What the fuck is headbanging? Bobbing your head?
No, like in the like rock movies,
Yeah.
the dude with long hair goes up,
Oh. Yeah, those like heavy metal concerts.
up, and down.
Dude.
So what I picture is they made like a plate
Yeah.
and they put that inside him,
Yeah.
and then the metal horn was screwed on.
That's why it's outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's metal. Like you can see it's metal.
I don't really understand.
Isn't the point like to have it under your skin so they feel like, oh, dude, you know?
I mean, I think that guy was just a retard and couldn't. I mean, you can't stretch your skin that much either.
Wait, so he doesn't shower because that's all it takes. You shower, you do this, done.
He probably showered with the horns on.
Off?
On.
No, there's a point.
No,
You never take them off.
because then he can't get through the threads. The threads probably would have got dirty.
I feel like if you get a piercing, you're not supposed to take it out every day, bro.
No, but you're supposed to take it out and clean it,
Yeah, I mean,
or else you get all black.
I would just shower with it, you know?
No, you
Would
have
I
to take it out. You have to take it out.
I mean, if she told me, hey, clean it, I'll clean it.
you have to pass like a Q-tip. To
I don't have a PhD in
tattooing and
piercings. But dude,
What a stupid way to die. That's just dumb.
no, yeah, but dude, what's your plan for your tattoos, dude?
I want to get tattoos on my legs,
Yeah.
but I feel like I'm too hairy for them.
Okay, no,
'Cause then
you're
I would have-
fucking hairy as fuck.
Because
Dude.
then I would have to shave my legs if I have a tattoo on my leg.
Dude, your hair looks like, you look like you are 20%
Hair.
Bigfoot, you know?
Yeah.
That's a lot of hair.
It is a lot of hair.
Let's see my hair.
I mean, yours are pretty hairy.
I have moderate hair, I think.
Yeah, you have less at the calf than I do.
Dude, you got a fuck ton in the calves, dude.
Yeah, I got.
I mean, dude, I do kind of have a lot of hairs too.
I have a lot of hair in my shin,
Maybe we shouldn't have it in our calves, dude.
but I want to get a tattoo on my leg.
But like a big one or like little like versus like.
No, I want to have like a leg sleeve.
Damn. Oh, like your whole leg?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like a bunch of tattoos on my leg.
I mean, dude,
I feel like that would look cool as fuck. I just have to shave every day like a retard.
I don't know how you can get better tattoos than Tapuria.
I won't.
I feel like he cracked the code. One sleeve, your pecs, nothing in your six pack so you can still see the six pack. Your other arm so you can still have like a natural arm. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
What else can? And dude, he has his logo right here.
Yeah.
So when he wears a collar, it pops out.
I mean, that's kind of weird, but
It's
that's
pretty
kind of
cool.
like, whoa, buddy.
And
Pipe it down on the narcissism.
he has his own face here, coming out of a lion,
Yeah, I know.
and then his logo.
Imagine tattooing your own face.
I wouldn't do that.
I think that's corny.
Yeah, the face one.
But he makes it look good.
No, yeah, the face one is the corny one, but he does look good with all his
I mean, like
tattoos.
a peck and a sleeve is actually solid.
But it just looks like. I feel like it just looks too like. You know,
No, like I mean your chest.
if you one pec, one sleeve,
No, like your whole chest.
it's like separating your whole arm. Dude.
no, like your whole chest.
No, I think that's the move.
Whole chest and sleeve. Maybe something on the back.
Whole chest and sleeve.
Would you tattoo your back?
I feel like you have to.
I don't think I would because I want to see my tattoos.
That's what my dad says. But dude, the thing about tattoos is that you have to start getting more to match the other one.
Yeah.
So like if I got my chest, both pecs.
You'd have to do something on the back.
If it's just the pecs, then that looks weird. You have to add something else like the
You
sleeve.
have to balance it.
And if it's just the front, then your back's naked.
That's why I like calf tattoos so much.
Because that can be individual.
Because if it's like big enough,
Yeah.
you can make it look like it's only meant to be one.
No, yeah. I feel like if you have one calf tattoo, you don't really need to add any more.
Yeah, you don't need like a quad after.
It looks good by itself.
Yeah.
Maybe also like your forearm. Like,
Yeah, like on the, like here
yeah.
or like maybe here.
Yeah.
I think they would look good.
I
too.
think those are the parts there that you can actually just have. Like, forearm and calves
But in your
by
forearm-
by its own.
if you're gonna do just one, you can't do something too flashy or big.
Yeah.
Because then you actually have to start matching.
Yeah.
Because if it's just like one big blotch of blue and red and black and yellow and green,
Yeah.
then you have to get another one.
So like small.
And like simple,
Yeah. And
like
but
blackout.
when
Unless
you start
do
doing
a
your
whole
thighs,
forearm. If you do a whole forearm, yeah.
yeah. But when you start doing your thighs and your arm, then it's like, oh, it looks like you have a lot of tattoos, dude.
If you're gonna do one on your bicep, you have to do some on your forearm and some on your tricep.
If you do your arm, you have to do your shoulder.
Yeah.
But if you do your shoulder, now it's basically all this, and there's nothing here. You have to do one here.
Yeah, I mean, if you do your quad, like something here,
Yeah.
you have to do something on your shin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is so complicated,
We're
bro.
breaking it down so hard.
Yeah, because, dude, if I got tattoos, it would have to be perfect, bro.
If I got a tattoo,
Yeah.
I couldn't stop after.
Yeah, I would start, like, deciding my whole body look.
Yeah, I would become like the black alien.
I'll become a narcissist.
Too.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But I am going to get
Oh,
tattoos.
what do you do
dude.
if you got a tattoo and he fucks up? It's disgusting.
I am going to get tattoos, bro.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm calm.
You have to.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I will.
Yeah.
The only tattoo I wouldn't get is one on like your ankle or some like crazy stupid shit.
Yeah, my dad hates the ones in the hands, dude.
Why? Because you look like a gangster crook?
I don't know.
I would get one here.
Jesus. Like Marlon?
You wouldn't?
Dude, you're basically becoming Marlon. To dye your hair, tattoo here. You just need a tattoo in the forearm, and you're Marlon.
Would you not tattoo your neck? Like small, like over here, not like here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tattoo my face.
No, like those small details,
Yeah.
I fuck with that. Dude. Like a little phrase
a little
here,
some,
a little like a short phrase here, a little quote,
like
something here,
yeah,
something
stuff
here.
you can only really look at if you're paying attention.
No, I fuck with that. I think
Yeah,
that's
you
cool.
can fuck with that.
No, that's cool. Yeah.
Damn, shit.
And I hope we don't become tattoo addicts.
Dude, because it's expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It is.
And that's the only reason we're not fat too.
Yeah, because eating a lot is expensive too.
Dude, if I could afford to eat out every day,
I would.
I would, bro.
I mean, that's why I'm happy I'm not a U.S. citizen,
Yeah.
because I know I'd be a fat ass.
It's hard, bro, to not
I
be
know
fat.
I'd be eating Wendy's every day, and I'd be like 170 pounds.
Dude, we make fun of Americans for being fat, but it's really fucking hard, bro.
Yeah.
To be a American and find healthy food.
Dude, when I was there,
Yeah.
a pack of cherry tomatoes this big
Yeah.
was like $10.
What the fuck?
Imagine.
Dude, I have like a garden with 200,000 of those.
Exactly. But they don't have that
Yeah. That's wild, bro.
because your OSHA doesn't allow
Are
it.
blueberries also expensive there?
Everything normal is expensive there.
Dude, it's so fucked up because, dude, the fast food is cheap
But all the good food is expensive.
and the real ingredients are expensive.
But here, it's the opposite.
Inverse.
It's inverted. That's why it's so easy. It's easier
Like,
to
dude,
be healthy.
here, you go to McDonald's for your birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
Over there, you go to like a nice restaurant cooked fresh for your birthday.
Yeah. I mean, you go to a fancy restaurant for your birthday. Over there.
Yeah. I mean, here too.
And here, too.
But you can also do Mackie D's and no one's going to
Dude.
be mad at you.
If I went, dude, if there was a McDonald's here,
I wouldn't go every day.
I'll go for my birthday, bro.
Yeah,
That'd be fire.
That'd be fire as fuck.
But we don't even have McDonald's, guys. We're forced to eat healthy.
Basically. Because everything's just so much cheaper if it's organic. Here.
So how are people fat, dude? How the fuck are people fat here, dude? Honestly, bro.
Beer,
Beer?
smoking, just eating bad.
Dude, fuck beer, bro.
Just having like a bad gut biome in general makes you fat too.
So rate your gut biome out of 10.
Like a 5, 6.
5, 6?
Because I really put it through the mud sometimes.
Yeah. I mean,
And I get a lot of tummy aches.
how long does it take to heal your gut?
Probably about 3 months.
Damn. Yeah, I mean,
It's not gonna happen. You have to wait for all the bacteria to regrow,
Yeah.
all the enzymes to be put in place.
Because I started drinking a lot of kefir this year. But I don't know if my gut's healed. I feel like it's still not healed.
You just have to wait.
Do you have to do like strict no sugar for like a month?
Yeah, probably. To like settle your.
Like not 1 gram of sugar? Damn, alright.
It's like lactose intolerant people. They develop it because they didn't have any lactose in the beginning, so
Yeah.
the body couldn't adapt to it.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this one, dude. Ruptured testicle via vacuum.
Jesus Christ.
Guy shoves his balls into a running vacuum hose as a kink. The suction ruptures his scrotum and his testicle gets stuck out through a 1-inch nozzle. He bleeds out in his living room, pants down.
We were getting so deep into it, but what the fuck kind of story is that? What
That's
kind of kink?
wild.
Dude, first off,
Yeah.
what kind of kink is that?
Balls? You don't feel nothing in your balls, dude. Dude, for every woman out there that plays with your boyfriend's balls, we don't feel nothing there, bro. We don't feel nothing there.
Is that my ball? I think you should switch them. I think there's an important difference to be made between.
The balls don't feel nothing.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Except when you're in the plane and there's turbulence. Dude,
Yeah.
when there's turbulence, it tickles your balls.
Yeah.
Does it happen in roller coasters? I don't know because I avoid them.
This never happened to me.
What do you mean?
This never happened to me in the roller coaster. I've never felt my cock tingle.
No, your balls.
No, never.
What about in the airplane turbulence? Bruh.
No.
No?
I've never had that happen to me
In your life?
in my life.
No. Okay, so I have done roller coasters. That's why I'm afraid, right?
Why are you afraid of roller coasters? That's what I want to know.
No, because I'm a pussy. No, but when you start climbing the top, right? And then when it starts going down, right when it starts going down,
Your balls go up.
you feel a tickle in your balls.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what you're saying. That doesn't happen to me.
At least that happens to me.
I'm lesser sensitive on my balls, I think.
That's crazy, dude. Because I sometimes pray for turbulence in the plane. Because turbulence tickles my balls. It might be an instinct of survival.
It might be a kink.
It might be an instinct of survival. Like, there's this extreme situation.
Uh-huh.
Let me warn you through
a shock.
I feel like a shock in the balls.
Yeah.
Small shock in the balls.
Yeah. I think one of
That's
my
crazy you don't
balls
have that, dude.
torsion.
I'll point a gun at your face to see if you get it. If you
Yeah.
get the shock in the ball.
Yeah. I think one of my balls torsioned.
Torsion? Like me. Why?
Because I was at track practice one day,
Yeah.
and I was wearing loose underwear. Okay.
What the fuck?
So I got done with practice,
Yeah.
and my left nut was hurting a lot. But a lot.
Really?
Like I could barely walk a lot.
Doesn't that worry you?
It worried me a lot.
And you didn't go to the doctor?
No, I just walked it out. I walked it off.
Jeez. Because since I've known you, you've had testicle problems, dude.
You too, nigga.
No, dude.
You've
You-
had one testicle problem.
One. But you always say, dude, my dick hurts. Dick pain, ball pain, testicle pain.
I got all the pains.
In your ball sack. I feel like You have to go to the
I
doctor?
probably don't have a ball sack anymore. There's just
No,
a facade.
So, dude, like, is it always, like, a similar type of pain?
I mean, it doesn't hurt right now.
It's so weird, dude. Maybe it got untangled with the walking.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like it bounced out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's crazy.
Uh,
But I think I read all of my stories, dude.
I think my stories are shit, so I think, yeah.
So that was the best podcast of all time, dude.
I think that was a really good
How
podcast.
long did we do?
120.
Oh.
Going on 130.
All right,
Holy
bro.
shit.
We'll save the other stories for never.
Yeah. Because this
Guys,
is the last time we
end
ever do this.
of the death stories. And we'll do a nice thumbnail, nice title. We're stupidest deaths of all time.
And this is the end of the podcast, guys.
We haven't seen success with this fucking series, so it's over, bro.
Thank you for watching.
Bye, bro.
If you've watched, goodbye. Have a nice day.